It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see this team's versatile linebacker, who's really been a dependable blitzer all season, now up to 8 sacks. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one, and it's all up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups, and we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws, so they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Here's Willis. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that. He's a couple yards short of the first down, a gain of 13. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. Officially at even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Throwing, Willis. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. Willis now to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. To throw, here's Willis. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Going up top. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
A gain of 52 yards and a first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now, faking the give. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone for the touchdown. And that touchdown, number 15 for him on the ground. He has tied the record, most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in a single season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the visitors will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Up the sideline to the 40. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. Throwing, Willis. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin in the Motor City in NFC North battle. Detroit hosting Minnesota. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikings trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin A touchdown catch from Jaden Daniels. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This taken at the 5. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. There he goes again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1,000-yard season. It's somewhat commonplace for running backs, but not for quarterbacks. That last run moves him past the 1K mark on the ground. Throwing now on first and 10. Whoa! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Throwing now from the gun. Off he goes. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick to the ground. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, Give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's second down. Throwing is Willis. That is into the hands of Wicks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now Willis. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
2nd and 6 coming up. Willis now to throw. That is caught. And the Packers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Willis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of...
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Here's first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Packers going to use their final timeout now. We'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it. That escape ability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Visitors 21, Packers 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that's going to be intercepted. And the visitors are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for our visitors. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. We'll get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.